Alright, so we are installing the front upper camber arms on the Skyline. We've finished up with one side here. So you guys can see right here what it was. This is the new one. So a lot better quality. And this is the GK Tech front upper control arms for our 33. I think they're compatible with 240s and Z32s and all that. We will go step. This is the old one, and we'll start showing you guys how to take them apart. It wasn't too bad. And we're gonna start fresh with this old guy. All right, so we're gonna start with taking the coilover out. Removing these two bolts, loosening them up. And then we're gonna get down there and loosen that bottom one up. And that's the bottom bolt on the coilover. So once we take the coilover out, we need to loosen up two bolts. There's one right in there, and then right one under there, and then the one that's attaching to the J-arm. So that once we get the coilover out, we're gonna do that next. Now I'm gonna loosen these guys all the way. You guys can see this nice dirty towel, so I don't catch a cold, because it's gonna get cold. All right, so that's that bottom bolt. We took that one out, and then the top's loose now. So all we gotta do is just move this guy. So I'm gonna put the phone down and take it out. So we got one of these guys loose, that one right in there, and then we're gonna do that one next, and then this one last. All right, now we're getting the last bolt. By the way, these are all 17 millimeters. So this one's a little bit of a pain, but we gotta loosen up. Okay, now all three bolts will be loosened up shortly. We'll just remove them, and then the control arm actually will remove itself from the J-arm completely. So we finish the uninstall of the old arms after this step. All right, so we put this bolt here onto the J-arm, and now we're gonna throw it and push it up right in there. So we might need to put the coilover in just to help it align, but once we do this, we're gonna tighten everything back up. All right, so we just slid the new arm in and then tighten all the bolts. So there's one right there, one right in there, and then this last one here, and then we put the coilover back up, tighten the two bolts on top, these guys, and then that one down there. And yeah, that's it. Pretty simple install actually. Now we're gonna put spacers on the wheels because these brakes are too big to fit the VSXX wheels, which we're gonna take out. There's one over there, and there's one back there, but we're gonna take those out and then see how they fit. And we maxed out the, so this is the original camber arm. We minimized the length on this new one to allow for max camber in the front, which I think for GK Tech says it was like -4, -5 degrees. So we're at pretty, it's like 2 centimeters. I measured it, so that bolt is 2 centimeters extended out, which really doesn't, like, it's pretty much maxed, and I don't know if you can see that, but, oh, there we go. So that's just the boot, and then that's the nut right there. So it's literally, I think we measured it for like 2 threads to have like just left for it to be sort of, for it to be safe. So we're gonna, put some spacers on, and then see what spacers fit, and then lower the car and then see how the wheels fit. Okay, so we got everything tightened on the control arms and all that. For whatever reason, there's a little bit of toe on top, so you can see that it's like really sticking out bad there. So I don't know if once we put the car down, it might settle. I'm not entirely sure, but the toe is pretty bad. But we put this side's got 5mm spacer on there, and I was able to clear pretty comfortably. It's just a slip-on spacer, so really not too much threads. And then on the other side, we're gonna play with a 3mm spacer, and then lower the car and see how it sits. This is the other side. Yeah, I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. Hopefully an alignment will do the job, but yeah, I'm excited to see how much camber this is gonna show. Alright guys, finished up the install. So, we put 3mm spacer on this side. So it's still stinking out. So I think I'm gonna have to, I could run it like this. It's not, it's not ideal, but yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But this is with 3mm spacer, and it barely clears the brakes. So I'm good. It's, which is good. I thought I'd have to put a little bit more in there. You can barely see him, like that little guy. And then the other side has a 5mm spacer, but obviously it's really, really small, so really can't see the difference. But yeah, I don't know. The upper control arms I didn't get as much camber as I thought it would. We didn't like max them because there was we left like 2 threads. Well, by max I mean like shorten, obviously, because you want to pull it in. But we left 2 threads in there just for like safety measures, because I don't know if it's good to go completely bottomed out on the threads or whatever for the camber arm. So, but yeah, I don't know. These wheels are just so aggressive for this offset. It's just tough. But yeah, I need to do a little bit more camber. To get it optimal. Plus it's the front wheel, so drift car and all that. But at least I got all these wheels on, so But yeah, check this out. So this was they fucked this shit up. I don't even know what the hell this shit is, but it's so dirty. I don't know what the fuck. So the guy kind of tried to clean it with some regular. So I think we can take it off, but I don't even know what kind of what could have happened at a body shop to get the wheels this dirty. Brutal. But yeah, and the rear. So I have rear camber arms. I'm gonna install those soon. Hopefully tomorrow if I can get to it. But the rear's not that bad. Yeah, the rear isn't that bad, but with a little bit of camber, it's gonna be perfect. So, yep. Pausing for now. All done for now. And I don't want to lower it. I don't want to lower it too much more in the bumper. And I gotta look. So look at the bumper sag. So look at that. Right on the, I can fit my finger there. Okay, that's bad. I should not be able to do that. It needs to sit flush. So, fuck me. But see, that, see that bolt? You gotta create a custom bracket where it just lifts this entire thing up, because that's the problem. It's just friggin' it's just, there's no support. It's just, that friggin' gap is just gonna stay there. So if you don't get a custom bracket to pull it up a little bit longer, it's not gonna do it. Or something to support it with the grill. I don't know. But I don't know, I gotta figure that out. But it's going along. Frick, the car's Jesus Christ, the car's feels good till I get it at least where it is now. Luminosity wood. Peace out.